Here I am, still stuck at level 33 at the end of this wipe. This means I have to face off against the big boys, the sweat lords and so-called chads in their level 40s and 50s, even 60s and beyond. Given my blatant lack of skill in PvP, I must rely on animal cunning alone to confront these so-called better players. In Tarkov, the seasons have now passed from winter to summer, and now 'tis the season of the rat. After mercy killing Maxi, I teamed up with Third Eye, an equally inept player like myself. We were on a hunt for a big game, the elephants and lions of Tarkov, two underdogs against the world. It looks like 89% of you identify as rats. Just kidding. Please leave us a like and pound the subscribe button to help me reach more Tarkov masochists. Our first task was simple in theory. Cross the river without catching a dose of lead poisoning. We approached the river, its murky waters reflecting the grim reality of Tarkov. We waded through. Miraculously, we made it across, only to find ourselves near the infamous crack house, also known as Lindsey Lohan's summer home. Taking up positions, we anticipated movement in this crucial choke point. The silence was shattered by the distant sound of footsteps. A clueless little Timmy wandered into our sights, his wide-eyed innocence a stark contrast to the harsh world around us. I dashed over to his lifeless body, eager for loot, only to discover it was Third Eye's kill. So much for my legendary one-tap skills. Unfortunately, Third Eye, who identifies as a bush, took over 4 minutes to loot the guy and commit insurance fraud. Unbeknownst to us, our shots had drawn unwanted attention. We heard movement from the construction site. Caught with our pants down, we dove for cover. The intruders sounded thick and loaded. Third Eye was down. I counted at least 2 players in front, and things were about to get dicey. I could hear another player to my right. I was in the middle of a shit sandwich, a nasty spit roast that I needed to escape. The players in the containers knew my position. Worse, they blacked out my arms and I had a heavy bleed. I needed to relocate ASAP. For now, I'd ignore the player to my right and focus on healing. I saw an opportunity for a little one-tap. Seeing the scav loot the dead player gave me an idea. My gear fear had been building. I'd grown quite fond of my SA-58. Taken off the cold, dead hands of a player I wasted a few raids back. Not that I could use it with any skill, it just looked nice. And nothing alleviates gear fear like a little insurance fraud. The scout was loaded with a Desert Tech MDR, with a scope worth more than 200,000, and M80 bullets to boot. But there was another player in the garage, ready to surprise me from behind. Well, only if you buy me dinner first, buddy. My injuries proved too much for my low health stats. It would be goodbye, cruel world, until I see you all again, in the next raid, of course.